Hello, guys, and welcome to Football Fandom UK. Hope you guys doing well today. As we're here for some Scottish Premiership action as St Mirren take on Hibs. 3 points separate the two teams as both teams are pushing for that top six. Obviously, before the break, where the season, if you're not familiar with Scottish football, and we get to a stage in a few weeks where the split happens, where the bottom half teams are separated from the top half teams, and they play each other for an extra game each and decide the remaining positions of the season. So both these teams with a chance to be in the top six, as only 3 points separate them at the moment. St Mirren coming off the disappointment of the cup result in midweek. So sorry, at the weekend. Sorry. Yep. Hopefully, it will be a good game, guys. So it's going to be Hibs to kick us off. As we're just waiting for the referee to get us underway. So Hibs playing in their traditional green and white. St Mirren playing in their traditional black and white striped shirt with black shorts. And we're off and underway. Hibs with a long ball forward, out wide to the far side, and it's gone straight out of play there for a throw-in. So feel free to drop your comments in. Feel free, guys, if you've got any thoughts on this game or any other games over the weekend. Would love to hear from you. Now the ball with St Mirren as they chip it out wide to this near side. The ball that's a poor ball, and it's gone out of play there for a throw into Hibs on this near side, deep inside the Hibernian half of the field. So throwing as the ball comes back in. He's thrown long up the field, headed on. As Hibs now chip it into the middle of the park, trying to get in behind the St Mirren defence, knocking it towards goal but easily intercepted by the goalkeeper. And I think he got caught offside there anyway. But the goalkeeper playing the ball long down the field, out wide to the far side. Both sets of players trying to win it. St Mirren got, oh, come on, ref. That was Jack All. Gone down easily there, the St Mirren player. So free kick on the far side for St Mirren. That's not even a foul. That's really poor from the referee. So free kick on the far side for St Mirren, midway inside the Hibernian half. Right out towards the touchline. Ball crossed in as it's comes past everybody, bounces out towards this near side. St Mirren are first to get to it. As now they just cut it back. Now it's crossed back into the box, headed away by Hibs. St Mirren knocking it back towards the edge of the box there. There's a coming together, but no foul given by the referees. Now Hibs knocking it long down the field, and it bounces out towards this near side. The goalkeeper comes to intercept it as he knocks it back up the field, and he's ended up knocking it out of play there for a throw-in to Hibernian. So if you missed it, guys, earlier, Hearts losing 3-1 to Rangers with 2 own goals. Disappointing result for Hearts. So Hibs now with a free kick, with a throw in on this near side, midway inside the St Mirren half. Ball played in. So now it's whooped right across the field out to the opposite side of the box, the field on that far side. Now they just cut it back, but St Mirren managing to intercept it. Now St Mirren trying to get on the attack as they play the ball forward down the centre. Hibs just getting to it first as now they work it out wide on the far side. Hibs knocking it back up the field, but they couldn't keep it in play there. And the referee's giving it as a throw into St Mirren on the far side. Now St Mirren with the ball back into the centre circle. It's chipped out towards this near side as Hibs come across to press the ball. St Mirren just managing to retain it. Now it's crossed into the box. Both sets of players trying to go for it there, but the ball just bobbling about as eventually St. Mirren get the ball down, playing it back out wide on this near side. Now racing towards the byline. Ball crossed in. It's deep as it's just headed up into the air as the ball comes down. St. Mirren trying to knock it back towards goal, but eventually Hibs knock it away out to that far side and it's gone out for a throw in. Is it throwing or is the referee giving a foul here? See what the ref's given here. Oh, he's actually given a goal kick. Well, that's a strange decision. So Hibs to play out from the back now. Goalkeeper knocks it long down the field, out wide to the far side. It's headed up into the air. Now knocked back into the centre circle as St. Mirren managed to come away with it. Now they play it out wide on this near side, trying to knock it forward there, but it's blocked off by Hibs as it goes out for a throw in on this near side to St. Mirren, pretty much bang on the halfway line. Now the ball back in play, and St. Mirren play it back to their centre backs. Now switching the play out to the far side. Ball played forward into the Hibs half. Hibs challenge for it. Hibs managed to come away with it here. Now they try and get on the attack, but as they knock it forward, it's intercepted there by St. Mirren. And now St. Mirren playing it out wide on the far side as they chip it forward. Both sets of players trying to win it on that far side. Now it's played into the centre circle. St. Mirren now working it out wide to this near side, coming forward as Hibs come to press the ball. St. Mirren just managed to retain it there. Now it's played into the edge of the centre circle. St. Mirren now working it out towards the far side of the field. Coming towards the edge of the box here as Hibs come to press the ball. St. Mirren just managed to keep it as they cut it back slightly. Now it's crossed into the box, it's headed away as it bounces out towards this near side. St. Mirren get to it first, stopping it going out of play. Now they try to come again as they take it towards the byline. Ball crossed in, it's deep, headed away again by Hibs. As it's not fully cleared, ball bounces out towards the far side. Hibs managed to knock it long up the field. St. Mirren managed to get to it first as now they come again from the halfway line, racing forward down the centre. Hibs again trying to challenge, but St. Mirren's still coming here as they knock it forward, but eventually it is knocked away by Hibs. St. Mirren winning it back further up the field as now they switch to play out to this near side. Coming forward as they race into the middle towards the edge of the box, but again held up there by Hibs. St. Mirren just managed to retain it, cutting it back, now switching the play out to the opposite side of the field. So the referee has stopped the play here for what? Well, even the St. Mirren players seem a bit confused there with that stoppage. And we've got a Hibs player down here. And it's not through a challenge either, so this might be, it looks like it could be an ankle injury. Yeah, I don't know what he's done there, but Chris Cadden it is that's gone down. So, Chris Cadden just limping off to the touchline there. Looks like it's an ankle injury or something. Nobody tackled him, but he's gone off to the touchline to receive treatment. Now the ball knocked up the field as St. Mirren intercept it. Now St. Mirren knocking it forward down that far side as Hibs get to it first and knock it out of play. And that's going to be a throw into St. Mirren on the far side, deep inside the Hibs half of the field. Oh, St. Mirren have started this game quite well. Hibs having to absorb a certain amount of pressure at the moment. So throwing on the far side now for St. Mirren. So it's opportunity for a long throw into the box here for St. Mirren. And it is a long throw. Headed down, and Hibs eventually blast it away up the field. St. Mirren winning it back on the edge of the centre circle. It's chipped back towards the edge of the box. Headed away again by Hibs. As both sets of players tussling for it there. Eventually, Hibs knock it back up to the halfway line. It's intercepted by St. Mirren. Now St. Mirren trying to come forward again on the edge of the centre circle. It's blasted out wide to this near side as they come towards the edge of the box here. Hibs coming to press the ball. St. Mirren taking it towards the byline, but then just decide to cut it back. Now on the edge of the box, ball crossed in. It's headed away. St. Mirren win it back outside the box. And now it's knocked out towards that far side. St. Mirren trying to get the shot off there, but it's blocked off by Hibs as it's deflected behind, and that's going to be a corner on the far side for St. Mirren. So yeah, bit of backs to the wall job at the moment for Hibs as they're having to absorb a certain amount of pressure. St. Mirren coming at them with everything in these early stages. We're 9.5 minutes in, guys, still 0-0. Don't forget, if you could, please do hit that like button if you appreciate us covering your team or this game. Corner now on the far side for St. Mirren. Short corner taken. Now it's crossed into the box here. Headed right into the mix as it's eventually knocked away. Not fully cleared, but St. Mirren get the shot off from the goalkeeper. Just manages to intercept it at the far post, and that relieves the pressure momentarily for Hibs. Need to shave my head again. This cap's getting rather itchy. Ball knocked down the field. Oh, that's a poor ball from Hibs as it's gone straight back to the St. Mirren goalkeeper. So Boyle just in discussion now with the referee. So it's going to... What's with the drop ball? The referee's so stupid. What the hell is that all about? Absolute, honest, some of the decisions by these referees are absolute shocking. Now the ball with St. Mirren as they knock it out wide to this near side. It's played forward, intercepted by Hibs. Now Hibs charging down this near side as they knock it towards the edge of the box, and St. Mirren just managed to deflect it back to the goalkeeper there. So St. Mirren back with the possession with the goalkeeper. Jamie's with us. Jamie's saying, hi, guys. How are you and Beckett? Yep, we're doing good. Thank you, Jamie. Hope you and Megan are well. I'm sure you're still buzzing about yesterday's result, mate. Welcome to the show. Pleasure to have you with us, Jamie. As always, great to have your company. Well, St. Mirren again on the attack there, playing it into the box, but it's deflected behind, and that's going to be a goal kick for Hibs. Hibs now playing the ball out wide on this near side. It's knocked down the field. As now they race in behind the St. Mirren defence. But St. Mirren just managed to get the last defender there to head it back to the goalkeeper before Hibs could latch onto it. Now the ball with St. Mirren on the far side as they knock it down the field. As it's St. Mirren now on the edge of the centre circle. They play it forward. It's won back by Hibs. Hibs now trying to come forward on this near side, but closed down by St. Mirren. It's knocked long down the field. Ball sets the place trying to win it there. As St. Mirren managed to come away with it. They just play it back to the goalkeeper. Now the ball knocked out wide on the far side. And St. Mirren just managed to keep it in play there as they chip it forward. And now there's a coming together. The referee is going to give the foul. Well, I'm disappointed with St. Mirren. Some of the fouls the referee's given here for St. Mirren have been really poor. Really poor. St. Mirren have been going down. We're only, 13 minutes into the game, and St. Mirren have been going down for a number of what I can only describe as no challenge. Just a little bit of a touch from the Hibs defenders, and they're going down like they've been hit with a cricket bat. It's pathetic. What happened to professionalism in football? Players like George Best must be churning in their grave. Jamie is saying, come on, Hibs. Thank you, Jamie. Jamie's saying 2-0 Hibs win. Good shout, mate. Good shout. Well, 3 points between the two teams, mate. They're both pushing for that top 6 before the split. I'm not sure if you're familiar with what goes on in Scottish football, Jamie, but I'm not sure exactly when it is. I think it's around March time. They split the league in half, so the bottom half teams play each other, and the top half teams play each other. So both of these two teams with the opportunity to get into the top 6 or be in the top 6. Only 3 points between them at the moment in the league. Jamie's saying Hibs, thank you, mate. Yeah, he said hips. Jamie's saying we're doing great, thanks. Thank you for asking, Gaz, mate. My pleasure. Good to hear you well, mate. And hope Megan is doing well also. So Hibs have won a free kick here in the middle of the St.Mirren half. It's taken short. Ball blasted towards the box there, but it's deflected out of play on the far side as it bounces out for a throw-in. Jamie is saying, I got Liverpool v Wolves game on. Not the best start yet. Yeah, Liverpool have just gone off the boil a little bit recently, haven't they, mate? I'm sure, well, if they want to win the league, they're going to have to get back focused again. But their last couple of games, they have gone off the boil a bit. Now the ball with Hibs as they forced to play it back into their own half here. St.Mirren trying to challenge. Hibs eventually playing it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Now switching the play out to this near side. As they come forward, St.Mirren coming to press the ball. Hibs just managed to retain it. Now it's knocked down the field. As both sets of players trying to win it there. Well, there's claim for a handball, but Hibs managed to knock it into the centre circle. No handball given by the referee. Now they switch the play out to the opposite side of the field. It's chipped long down the field and eventually bounces all the way back to the St.Mirren goalkeeper. Well, I'm just seeing that Liverpool have gone 1-0 up in that one, Jamie. 18 minutes gone. Liverpool 1, Wolves 0. If you missed it earlier, Rangers winning 3-1 against Hearts. Jamie's saying, yeah, I heard that one. I don't understand it. Yeah, it's just a strange one. Yeah, I'll try to explain as I understand it a bit later on, mate. Now St. Mirren with the possession on the halfway line. Just cut back there, playing it back to their centre backs. It's played back to the goalkeeper eventually. But yeah, I'll come back to that in a minute, Jamie. I will explain it as I understand it in a minute or two. Ball knocked down the field as Hibs trying to challenge. St. Mirren managed to come away with it as they play it out wide on the far side. Hibs coming to press the ball. St. Mirren just cutting it back there as they play it back towards the halfway line. Now it's knocked forward as it's gone out of play there. That's going to be a goal kick to Hibs. The pitch is not in the best of condition, guys. Yeah, it's a really poor pitch. Now the ball thrown down the field on that far side. As St. Mirren just managed to retain it. It's played back into the middle on the edge of the D here. As Hibs come to challenge. St. Mirren just managed to retain it. Now it's worked out wide on the far side. This ball's crossed in. It's headed away and it's gone behind. And that's going to be a corner on this near side for St. Mirren. So, yeah, with regards to that, Jamie, the reason the split happens that I understand anyway is because of the imbalance in the Scottish Premiership. Basically, there's only 12 clubs in the Scottish Premiership. So, basically, they split the league at a certain stage. Oh, it's actually gone out for a throw-in. Sorry, I'll come back to that in a minute. Throw-in comes in as it's knocked away by Hibs. St Mirren winning it back outside the box. Now they just cut it back into the middle as they keep the pressure on here. Hibs quickly pushing players forward to press the ball. St Mirren now chipping it towards the edge of the box as they get the shot off on it. Well, it's blazed high and wide, and that's going to be a goal kick to Hibs. So 18 and a half minutes gone, guys, still 0-0. So, yeah, as I was saying, Jamie, basically, because there's only 12 teams in the Scottish Premiership, to if they only played each other once, that would only total up to 24 games, if I remember rightly, each team. So is that right? Have I got that right? Well, 20 odd games anyway. It'll be 20 odd games. I can't remember the exact number. I'm sure it's 24 in it. No, it wouldn't. 11 games. 11 games. And away, home and away. So that would actually be 20. 22 games, sorry. 22 games. If they played home and away, which they do, they play home and away. Which is strange when you consider that the English Championship has 48 games, but there's 24 teams in the English Championship. So basically, they have the split at halfway at a certain point in the season. I think it's around March, and then the bottom half teams play each other again, and the top half teams play each other. And it's basically to make up that gap so that there's not only just 22 games when they play each other home and away once each club. Every club in the league, they play each other home and away. That totals up to 22 games, if I'm right, if I'm doing the maths right there. So to add the extra games, they split the league in half and they play each other again, but the top half play each other and the bottom half play each other. That's basically why they do it, to make up the gap so that it completes a full season. So, yeah, hope you get that, mate. Now, St Mirren coming forward down the far side as it's deflected behind, and that's gone behind from Hibs. I think was it no, St Mirren? Did he get lusted? No, it's gone. Yep, sorry guys, it's gone off Hibs, so that's going to be a corner on the far side for St Mirren. So yeah, I hope you get that, Jamie. So corner now for St Mirren. Jamie's saying, yep, she's gone out. I have picked her up in 40 minutes. Okay, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Hope she's having a good afternoon. So St Mirren now with the corner. It's crossed in short, knocked away as the ball bounces up the field. St Mirren intercept it. Now they're chipping out wide on the far side. It's knocked back away up the field by Hibs. St Mirren winning it back on that far side. Bit of a tussle going on there as they head it forward. Now a bit of head tennis going on as eventually it's headed into the box here. St Mirren with a shot! And the goalkeeper makes a save at the far post and eventually it's blasted away. Didn't manage to keep the ball there, the keeper, but he made a good save at the far post. There was a bit of a tussle going on in the box there. The St Mirren player coming away with it as the Hibs player went to ground. The Hibs defender. The goalkeeper had to be alert there. Jamie saying 1-0 Liverpool. Yep, just saw that, mate. Thank you. Jamie saying back in a minute. No worries, mate. Now the ball knocked down the field by the goalkeeper as it's headed back in the direction it came from by St Mirren. Hibs trying to challenge for it. St Mirren just managed to retain it. Now they chip it forward on the far side as it's headed out of play. No, Hibs just managed to keep it in play there, sorry. So now there's a bit of a tussle coming on, and eventually it's St Mirren coming away with it. St Mirren just playing it back to the halfway line. Now they walk it forward, but it's intercepted by Hibs before eventually it's deflected out of play on the far side for a throw-in to St Mirren. No, is he giving it Hibs? I think he's giving it Hibs way there. I don't even think this referee knows what way he's giving it. He's given some real boneheaded decisions, this ref, so far. Yep, he has. So Hibs with a throw-in, just playing it back to the edge of their own box. Now it's knocked long down that far side. As St. Mirren come to challenge for it, but eventually it's gone out of play on the far side for a throw-in. Isaac is with us. How you doing, Isaac? Welcome to the show, mate. Hope you're well, and a pleasure to have you with us, mate. Welcome to the show. As Isaac is saying, St. Mirren named after actress Demi Helena St. Mirren. All right, well, I didn't know that. I thought it was just a part of. If I remember rightly, St Mirren's not far from Glasgow, is it? If I remember rightly, I might be getting confused with another Scottish club. But yeah, I didn't know that. So thank you for that, Isaac. Great info, mate. Now the ball with Hibs on the far side as they knock it forward, but it's just bounced out of play there on the halfway line. That's going to be another throw into St Mirren, pretty much bang on the halfway line. Ball now worked out wide on this near side. It's knocked forward down the field. St Mirren managing to intercept it as they play it into the box. It's knocked away by Hibs. Hibs now knocking it down the field. It's headed on there. St Mirren managing to regain the possession just on the edge of the centre circle. Now it's worked out wide on the far side as St Mirren coming forward here. Hibs coming across to press the ball. St Mirren just managed to retain it there. As now they try and come forward on that far side, challenged by Hibs, but St Mirren managing to work their way through the challenge as they play it back into the middle. Now working the ball out to this near side as they come forward towards the edge of the box. Hibs coming to press the ball. St Mirren taking it right to the byline there, but forced to cut back as Hibs man marking well there. And now St Mirren just playing it back up the field slightly. It's worked into the middle of the park. Now they play it forward again as they race towards the edge of the box here. St Mirren trying to get the crossing. Cross comes in, but it's a poor one as it's gone straight behind, and that's going to be a goal kick to Hibs. Yep, thank you for that, Isaac. Great info, mate. Isaac saying Football League 24 teams, 46 games, then extra 3 games for playoffs. So 2 teams play 48 and 2 teams play 49. Yeah, I know that. That's the English Championship. I was trying to explain to Jamie about the split in the Scottish Premiership, mate, because in the Scottish Premiership, the teams play each other and then they get to, I think it's about March time, April, something like that. Then suddenly the league is split in half. So the top half teams play each other and the bottom half teams play each other again. So I was just using the English Championship as a comparison to the fact that there's 24 teams in the is it 24? I'm sure it's 24 in the English Championship, whereas there's only 12 teams in the Scottish Premiership. So I was just using it as a comparison, mate. But yeah, I know the English league structure quite well. Ball crossed in now for Hibs as they got a corner. Oh, it's headed towards goal and it's just gone wide. That was a decent effort. That was a decent effort, just going wide of this near side post. That's the first decent opportunity of the game that Hibs have had there, but just couldn't quite get it on target. And it was O'Hara with the header. So goal kick now to St Mirren. Now the ball knocked long down the field by the goalkeeper. So yeah, thank you, Isaac. Hibs now with the possession on the halfway line. It's chipped forward up towards the edge of the box. St Mirren getting back and just managing to marshal the ball out of play there. And that's going to be a goal kick to St Mirren. So if you're just joining us, guys, we are 27 and a half minutes gone. It's still 0-0. Don't forget, if you could, please do hit that like button if you like us covering your team or this game. Likes and views help us identify which clubs appreciate our efforts. So we can focus more on those clubs in the future. The clubs have the fan bases that show us the appreciation that that our efforts are appreciated, and you guys can let us know that by hitting that like button. And that may mean we potentially will cover more games for your club in the future. Now the ball on the far side, sorry, as it's headed back into the middle. Bit of head tennis going on there. Eventually, it's worked out wide on this near side as St. Mirren come to challenge, and that's going to be a foul. And the referee not hesitating there to pull out the yellow card. So yeah, it was a clumsy challenge. That well, the pitch. In fairness to the player, I don't think the pitch is out. The pitch is not in the best of condition. So St. Mirren player booked. Now free kick for Hibs. It's crossed up towards the edge of the box, headed away. It's now Hibs picking up the ball in the middle of the park as they get the shot off. Oh, it's decent effort. Just couldn't quite get it on target as it just goes over the top of the crossbar there. So Albius with the booking for St. Mirren. Apologies, I'm not pronouncing his name. Not a player I'm familiar with. Now the ball knocked down the field by the goalkeeper as it's intercepted by St. Mirren on the edge of the centre circle. Now they chip it forward. It's won back by Hibs as they head it back into the centre circle. St. Mirren managing to regain the possession. Now it's worked out wide on the far side. Hibs coming to press the ball. St. Mirren managing to retain it. Now they blast it down the field. It's won back by Hibs midway inside the Hibernian half. Now they play it out wide on this near side. It's knocked right across the field out to the opposite side, headed on there as St. Mirren managed to regain the possession. Now St. Mirren knocking it back up to the halfway line. So there's another poor challenge there. So the referee not giving the foul. St. Mirren now coming forward as the ball on the far side. It's crossed into the box, headed away. St. Mirren winning it back outside the box. Now it's blasted away down the field by Hibs. Hibs now trying to get on the counter-attack. Closed down there by St. Mirren, but Hibs still coming here. So they try and work it forward, but again, challenged by St. Mirren. St. Mirren players going to ground all over the place here. As now Hibs managed to cross it out wide to the far side. Welcome, Willie. I'll come to you in a minute, mate. Hibs just managing to keep the ball there as eventually they play it back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper now knocks it long, straight down the centre of the field. It's headed back towards the centre circle by St. Mirren. As eventually they manage to get the ball down. And now St. Mirren with the possession midway inside their own half as they just cut it back slightly there. Now switching the play out to this near side as Hibs come to press the ball. And eventually St. Mirren play all the way back to the goalkeeper. Willie is with us. Willie saying, evening lads, the Scottish Premiership split after 33 games. Very bizarre as the home and away games aren't even. The league should be expanded to 20 teams and everyone plays everyone twice. Yep, that's a good shout, Willie. I'm still, like I say, I'm still trying to learn about Scottish football. I know the split comes and it's bizarre. I'll definitely agree with you there. But I was always under the impression that they played each other home and away once each game, like home and away, and then the split happens. I was always under that impression, but I didn't realise it actually came. The split came after 33 games, so that would mean that there's an odd game then, doesn't it? Yeah. It's bizarre that. But welcome to the show, Willie. Hope you're well, mate. Pleasure to have you with us. Hope you're having a good weekend. Welcome to the show, mate. Now the ball chipped forward by St. Mirren. It's intercepted by Hibs on the edge of their own box. They knock it long down the field. St. Mirren win it back just inside their own half. Now St. Mirren playing it out wide on the far side. It's cut back into the edge of the centre circle here as Hibs come to challenge. St. Mirren playing it forward on that far side. It's intercepted now by Hibs. Hibs working it forward on the far side as they just couldn't keep the ball in under control there. And, it's deflected off the St. Mirren player. Hibs taking the throw in quickly. Ball played up towards the edge of the box. It's knocked away by St. Mirren. Hibs winning it back on this near side. Now it's crossed into the box, headed towards goal, and the goalkeeper manages to intercept that comfortably. Willie's saying, but because that only leads to 2 old firm league games per season instead of 4, it'll never happen. Well, yeah, that's an interesting theory. Yeah, you could be right. You could be right. I don't know if that's true, but you could be right. But you can't have the league dominated by 2 clubs. You know what I mean? That's what I don't get about Scottish football. There's such an imbalance in it. Um, it just is so wrong. Just so wrong. So we've got a stoppage at the moment, guys, for a foul, and the referee just having a word with the goalkeeper for St. Mirren and the Hibs player. Not sure what he's debating there. But thank you for that, Willie. Thank you, mate. Jamie saying I'm back. Just put Lamb in. Right. Okay, mate. Cool. Well, it's Gogic with a knock to the face. That's why we've got the stoppage. So he's just gone off to the touchline there to receive some treatment. Welcome back, Jamie. Isaac saying Man City got missing impossible away in Madrid. Man City got mission impossible away in Madrid, 3-2 down Wednesday night at world famous Bernabeu take on Real Madrid. Well, I hope Man City win. I'm not a big fan of either clubs, to be honest, but I cannot stand Real Madrid. Absolutely cannot stand them. The biggest, crappiest club in world football for me, Real Madrid. Go and look at their history if you don't believe me. And I'm not talking about their trophy history. I'm talking about their financial history. Some real dodgy financial deals gone on with Real Madrid. And now they've got the nerve to be complaining about Premier League clubs' riches when there's some dodgy dealings gone on with their finances in the past. They're an absolute joke of a club. What club gets supported and nicks taxpayers' money to keep themselves alive? That wouldn't happen in this country. Ball played out on this near side. It's gone out of play for a throw into Hibs, just inside the St. Mirren half. Well, thank you, Isaac. Like I say, don't really care for either of those teams, but I've got to pick one. I want to see Man City win as they represent the UK as well. Jamie saying, hi, Isaac, how are you, mate? Awesome. Thank you, Jamie. Loving the positive vibes. Now Hibs with the throw-in on this near side. It's knocked down the field. St. Mirren coming to press the ball. Hibs just cut it back into their own half. Now the ball worked out wide on the far side. As Hibs now coming forward. It's played down that far side. As it's knocked back in the direction it came from. As it's knocked away by St. Mirren. And the referee now blowing for a foul. So yeah, it's gone out of foul. But yeah, with regards to that, Isaac, I've got to be honest. I hope Manchester City do manage to do Mission Impossible out there in Spain. They're more than capable of it, mate. They're more than capable of it. We've seen them. They just need to get their mojo back. They're just off the boil this season, which I just think they're suffering the spell what we saw United suffering from years ago with the burnout. So yeah, I hope Manchester City do pull off Mission Impossible, but I can't see it happening because I think Real Madrid will pull out their cheating antics to get the win. And now St. Mirren on the far side, charging forward. Ball played into the box here. As Hibs managed to get across and intercept it, they blasted away out to this near side, and it's gone out for a throw-in. Jamie saying, hi, Willie. How are you, mate? Thank you, Jamie. And Isaac saying, all good. Good to hear, mate. Good to hear. The referee giving a booking there. Willie saying, I agree, guys, but the broadcasters value the Old Firm matches more than other Scottish fixtures. They'd pull the funding if they only played each other twice instead of four times. Sad reality, all money. Absolutely, yeah. Well said, Willie. Well said. Spot on, mate. Couldn't have said it any better, mate. You are absolutely, you've nailed it there. You've absolutely nailed it. It all comes down to money. And it's such an imbalance in Scottish football. It's a disgrace. Because let's be honest, I think there's other clubs that could grow if they had the investment. Hibs, Hearts, Aberdeen could all potentially grow. Dundee United could grow and grow a bigger fan community, grow bigger as a bigger club if they had the opportunities to grow. But unfortunately, as you say, with the imbalance of the TV and the favouring of Rangers and Celtic by the TV, and not only the TV, also the league, people who manage the league as well. But we'll save that debate for another day. But thank you, Willie. So Paul's gone out to play on the far side. That's going to be, no, it's actually gone behind for a goal kick. So goal kick to Hibs. But yeah, spot on there, mate. Ball knocked down the field as it comes out to this near side. St. Mirren getting across to intercept it. Now St. Mirren blasting it back up to the halfway line. It's headed down. St. Mirren chip it forward here as Hibs managed to get back and intercept it. Now Hibs knocking it out wide on this near side as they knock it forward. And it just bounces out of play there for a throw-in on this near side to St. Mirren, midway inside their own half. But yep, he absolutely nailed it there, Willie. Spot on with that. Willie is saying, hi, Jamie. Thank you, mate. Loving the positive vibes. And Jamie's saying, good to hear, pal. Absolutely. Well said, Jamie. Now St. Mirren charging forward on this near side. Hibs coming to press the ball. It's chipped in behind here by St. Mirren as they race towards the byline. Ball crossed in. As it's it's gone right out towards the far side. St. Mirren managing to get to it first as they play it forward. There's a coming together in the box there, but the referee says no foul. Jamie is saying, I'd love to see City win because I can't stand Madrid. It's one of them clubs. I cannot stand them. Yep, I've got to agree with you, Jamie. Yeah, just go and if you don't believe me, if you want to follow the glory trail and be blinded by the financial, blinded by the the lure of Real Madrid. That's entirely up to individual fans. But if you go and look up their history, guys, their financial history, it is shocking. Now we've got a foul here on Campbell, and the referee. Yeah, that's a poor challenge by St. Mirren. But I've got to be honest, guys, this pitch is absolutely shocking. The St. Mirren pitch is an absolute disgrace for this level of football. Boyce Mundi, what's he called? Boyce Mundi, being spoken to there by the referee. You got a kick in the ribs there, I think. Yeah, I think he's given him he's gone to intercept the ball with a high foot, and he's ended up actually kicking Campbell in the ribs there by the looks of it. Now, Hibs with the possession on this near side. It's just cut back now as they play back into their own half. Yep, thank you for that, Jamie. Now the ball worked out wide on the far side as St. Mirren come to challenge for it, and it's just deflected out of play there for a throw-in on the far side. So we're closing in on half-time, guys. About 3 minutes remaining of this first half, plus stoppage time. Don't forget, guys, if you like us covering your team or this game, then please do hit that like button. And if you like our channel, please hit the like button. We will do appreciate the support as we're still a growing channel. Now the ball on the far side. It's knocked forward, blasted away by St. Mirren on the edge of their own box as Hibs win it back further up the field. trying to keep the ball under pressure there, but St. Mirren challenge for it. Now St. Mirren coming away with it as they chip it long down this near side, but it's a poor ball and it's just gone out of play there for a throw-in on this near side to Hibs, midway inside their own half. Willie is saying, to be fair, my financial history is shocking. Nothing dodgy, just a severe lack of pounds. I'm not talking about you, mate. I'm talking about Real Madrid. I think, well, we've all had financial hardship. Most of us, anyway. Unless you're born with a silver spoon up your backside, most of us have had a bit of financial hardship at some point. Now Hibs with the possession on this near side. As they now just cut it back up the field. St. Mirren coming to press the ball. Hibs managed to retain it on this near side. They play it forward here, trying to work their way through the press. And now Hibs with the ball crossed into the box as it's headed behind by St. Mirren. And that's going to be a corner on this near side for Hibs. That's a really nice bit of football as they work their way in, trying to get in behind the St. Mirren defence there. And St. Mirren player has got a knock to the face here with a bit of blood. The referee sees that. He'll probably stop the play. So corner on this near side now for Hibs. Ball crossed in. It's deep towards the back post. Goalkeeper manages to intercept it, and straight away the referee's blowing for a foul on the goalkeeper. It is just a coming together, but the referee, no hesitation there to blow the whistle for the foul on the keeper. 2 minutes it is to be added on at the end of this first half, guys. 2 minutes. Just to let you know while we're waiting for the game to get back underway. In the Premier League, guys, Liverpool 2-0 up now against Wolves. That one closing in on half-time as well. If you missed it earlier, Hearts lost 3-1 to Rangers with 2 own goals from Hearts. Jamie saying, will it? Laughing. Everyone been there, pal? Well, most of us have been there, Jamie. And like I say, unless you're born with a silver spoon up your backside and you just got mummy and daddy paying all your bills, most of us that have actually lived life and stand on our own 2 feet have suffered some spell of financial hardship. I think that's fair to say. Come on, ref, get on with it. So they're just checking on the goalkeeper here for concussion. I think he's going to be okay. He did take a bit of a clattering, though, at the far post. So we're about to get back on the way. Goalkeeper to get us back on the way. If you're a St. Mirren fan or a Hibs fan, guys, or a Scottish football fan in general, love to hear from you. Keep doing these Scottish games, but not hearing much from Scottish fans. I hear from a lot of Scottish fans on social media telling me English fans and their league doesn't get enough attention. Well, here I am giving it attention. I could be covering Liverpool v Wolves, but I am not. I'm covering Scottish football to show equality to the leagues across the UK. So we'd love to hear from you guys. If you're a Scottish football fan, come in and say hello and get involved in the fandom community chat and fly the flag for your country and part of the fandom community. Now the ball knocked down the field as we're back underway. Both sets of players trying to win it inside the centre circle there. As it's chipped out wide on the far side. Hibs, just managed to knock it back in the direction it came from as St. Mirren just let it bounce out of play on the far side, and that's gone out for a throw-in. So throwing to St. Mirren inside their own half of the field. It's about 15 yards from the halfway line. maybe slightly more. So St. Mirren now with a long throw forward down that far side. It's headed back in the direction it came from. So now they chip it forward, St. Mirren. Hibs getting back to intercept it and knock the ball out of play on the far side. But the flag's gone up for offside anyway, so that's going to be a free kick for Hibs. Jamie's saying, too right, mate. Thank you, Jamie. And Willie is saying nearly a hat-trick of own goals in the Hearts v Rangers game. Rangers were poor, but still managed to win 3-1. Very odd. Yeah. I don't know if you guys have seen some of the clips on social media with Rangers fans against the after their loss in the cup the last weekend. The fans, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm all for fans having free speech, but if you watch some of those clips, Jesus Christ, they are well over the top. Uh, fans, so-called football fans, death threats and all sorts to him, and that is just where it's going too far. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for fans showing their frustration, but when you start threatening a manager, with death threats and things like that, that's just going way too far. At the end of the day, it's just a game of football, for crying out loud. Why should a man be fearing himself in danger because of football? That's where it's going way too far for me. Some people need to get a bit of a reality check. There's all sorts flying around on social media, some really crappy stuff of after that game Rangers lost. But that's competition, isn't it? You can't, you underestimate these smaller clubs and you risk getting a defeat off them. Hibs have got a corner on this near side of the field. Corner taken, crossed into the box as it's knocked away by St. Mirren, and the ball bounces out on the far side for a throw into Hibs deep inside the St. Mirren half. But yeah, it was a bizarre game. Well, there goes the half-time whistle, guys. And at half-time, it has finished. St. Mirren 0, Hibs 0. Let's have a look at the half-time match stats. Just bear with me a second, guys. I'll bring it up on the screen for you guys to see. Just bear with me a second. Here we go. So let's get rid of that. I'll come back to your comments in a moment, guys. Let me just get rid of that. Don't forget, guys, if you like us covering your team this game or football in general, then please do hit that like button. It lets us know that you guys appreciate our efforts, as we are not a big YouTube channel yet. We're not saying we ever will be, but we hope to be. We're working hard to be, and we're doing our best to cover our clubs right across the UK without any bias, with the exception of on the odd occasion when I cover my own game, and then even then I'm not biased, but I'm going to support my own club when we cover them. Anyway, here's how the game has gone in the first half, guys. Total shots, 5 for St. Mirren, 5 for Hibs. Shots on target, 1 for St. Mirren, none for Hibs. Possession, 63% for St. Mirren, 37% for Hibs. Passes, 237 for St. Mirren, 146 for Hibs. Pass accuracy, 75% for St. Mirren, 65% for Hibs. Fouls, 6 against Hibs. 6 against St. Mirren, 3 against Hibs. Yellow cards, 1 apiece. No red cards, thankfully. Offsides, 3 against St. Mirren, 1 against Hibs. And corners, 2 for St. Mirren, 3 for Hibernian. So we will look at the league table at full time, guys. But obviously not going to look at it during the halftime break. Let's see how the result finishes. Before we look at it, just to let you know what's going on in the other games, guys, around the grounds. If you missed it earlier, it finished Hearts 1, Rangers 3. And in the Premier League game that's currently going on, it's half-time in that one, and it's Liverpool 2, Wolverhampton 0. Some games to tell you about in the ladies' games, guys. In the Women's Super League, Manchester United winning 3-1 against Crystal Palace ladies. Arsenal ladies winning 5-0 against Tottenham ladies. I'm sure Arsenal fans will be buzzing with that one. Chelsea ladies currently playing Everton ladies, and it's half-time in that one. It's 0-0. There's some more games coming in that league, kicking off at 3 o'clock as well. And in the English Championship ladies games, Durham ladies winning 3-2 against Blackburn ladies. Birmingham ladies winning at the moment 1-0 against Sheffield United ladies. That's half-time in that one. Bristol City ladies currently 0-0 with Southampton ladies. London City Lionesses 2-0 up against Sunderland ladies. And Portsmouth ladies 1-0 down to Charlton Athletic ladies. In the Scottish ladies games, it's only one game to tell you about at the moment. The rest of the games kicking off at either 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. In the Scottish ladies game, it finished Spartan ladies 6, Dundee United ladies 1. Hearts ladies playing Queen's Park ladies at 3 o'clock. Montrose v Hibs ladies at 4 o'clock. Motherwell ladies playing Aberdeen ladies at 4 o'clock. And Partick Thistle ladies playing Rangers ladies at 4:10. In the Welsh Cup, guys, it's finished. I don't even know how to read this name. Carrero Ellie. I've never heard of that club, but they're in the quarterfinals, or they were in the quarterfinals against Connor Quay Nomads, and it's Connor Quay Nomads that's come out on top with a 2-0 win in that game, full-time result. So there you go, guys. That brings you bang up to date around the grounds. No games in Northern Ireland today. So bang up to date around the grounds across the UK. Right, where was that with the comments? I think it was here. Isaac is saying all Man City will get is transfer embargo, which is perfect, meaning we can bring on all youth academy into first team. All right, in regard to what, mate? I'm not following you. Transfer embargo for what? If you were, I think you might have listened to half of my comment before. If you're referring to what I was saying, I was actually talking about Real Madrid. Um, Real Madrid's finances. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of the I'm not impressed with Manchester City using their legal powers to obviously battle the Premier League. I think I've got to be fair, and I'm not looking at it. I've nothing against Man City. I've nothing against their fans. My issue with Manchester City is their owner. Their owner doesn't care about the long-term future of football in general. They only care about they're using Manchester City to obviously for sports washing purposes. And they're using their big riches to use powerful lawyers to basically force the Premier League to bow down to their narrative, which is an absolute disgrace. But that's a debate for another day. Like I say, Manchester City play in Europe. I'm always going to support them when they play in Europe. I'm always going to wish them the best. Hope they manage to do well. In Europe, that's always my philosophy, guys. I'm part of the UK. I live in the UK. I do. I'm not going to get into the political aspects, but I do live in the UK. I was born in the UK. So when it comes to football, I always want to see all UK clubs doing well in Europe. No matter which part of the UK they're in, Northern Ireland, England, Scotland, Wales, every UK club that plays in Europe, I always want to see them do well. Why would I want to see a European club doing better than the clubs in our own country? Absolute madness that some fans look at it like that, in my opinion. But that's just my personal opinion. If you have a different one, share it with us, guys. But thank you, Isaac. I hope Man City do manage to beat Real Madrid. Willie is saying, I thought Minnie would be here. She's a decent Hibs fan. I don't know any St. Mirren fans. I think there are less of them than Man United fans from Manchester. That's I think Willie's trying to make a bit of a joke there. To be fair, Willie, I think on if Hibs playing midweek and we cover them, then 9 times out of 10 or 8 times out of 10, whatever, Minnie will probably show up. But on the weekend, if her team's playing at home, she'll go and support them because she's a season ticket holder, so she'll go to the game. And if they're playing away, I think she goes to a local pub to actually watch it. I think one of our local pubs actually is like a Hibernian sanctuary, if you like. And I think she goes there to watch the game. But yeah, it is disappointing that we don't see her drop in more when we cover Hibs games. Even if she just dropped in to say hi, it would be appreciated. Especially, I would thought she'd like us covering her team. But like I say, she's probably at the pub enjoying watching the game. I know she's told me that before. That if her team's playing away from home, she goes to the pub to watch it on the big screen. So yeah, but thank you, Willie. Yeah, I can't say I remember any St. Mirren fans coming into the Fan Day community chat so far. But to be fair, Scottish football fans talk a lot on social media. I'm not wanting to be disrespectful to them, but whenever we cover Scottish games, it's very minimal Scottish fans that come and get involved. I don't understand why. You guys are English. You guys, obviously, your team's playing England, but you still come and show support on the channel when we cover Scottish games, and I really appreciate that. Massively appreciate it. But like I said, for some reason, Scottish fans don't come and get involved much when we do have the live Fan Den community chat open for Scottish games. It's strange, but it is what it is. I'm just grateful to the fantastic support you guys show. Jamie's saying, I see all Rangers fans kicking off. What football coming to? Very true, yeah, Rangers fans. Don't get me wrong, I think they have the right to protest the manager. If they feel he needs to go, they have every right to do that. I just think it's going too far when you start sending death threats and that kind of nonsense. That's just like, get a grip. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's football. It's a game. This is not war. It's football. But unfortunately, some of the Rangers fans and the Celtic fans are guilty of this as well. They think they've got a God-given right to win. They really do think they've got a God-given right to win. It's an absolute disgrace. They don't respect him. This is just my opinion. I don't think that Rangers fans and Celtic fans have enough respect for the other clubs in Scottish football. That's my personal opinion. In the time I've been covering Scottish football, as I built Fan Den, that is what I've identified, that Rangers fans and Celtic fans do not show enough respect to the other clubs across the Scottish leagues. They just think that because they're a big club, they've got a God-given right to win games. And that we know, any football fan with half a brain knows no club has got a God-given right to win games. You earn your right to win games. You graft it out, you put your work in, and you take your losses when they come. And yes, absolutely. None of us like to see our teams win. But if your team go out there and work hard, sometimes you just have to hold your hands up and just say, you know what? We were just outplayed today. It's when our teams don't work hard, when the players don't put a shift in, that's when it's annoying, isn't it, as fans? That's when it pees us off, when we see that the players are not busting a gut to show pride to the shirt. That is when we get annoyed. And we have the right to be annoyed, but it doesn't excuse starting sending death threats and stuff like that, which some of the Rangers fans have been an absolute disgrace doing towards the manager. Just total disregard to the fact that other Scottish clubs are going to raise their game when they play Rangers and Celtic. They're not all going to just lie down and let them take the 3 points, are they? They're going to have a go, and rightly so. Absolutely rightly so. Jamie, Jamie saying coffee time, be right back. No worries, Jamie. Thank you, mate. Willie saying Big Phil is a very decent man. He's having a tough time just now, but the abuse he gets is well over the top. Absolutely, totally agree with you, mate. Totally agree with you. Well said, Willie. Well said, mate. As I say, mate, I am the first to support fans who protest a manager or the club if they're frustrated. But especially if you're an adult, if you're young kids, I can understand you taking it a bit too far because you're young and you've not got much life experience, so you're a bit naive. But I heard grown men standing outside that stadium at Rangers at Ibrox shouting the most unbelievable things to the manager. And I just couldn't believe it. It's like, you're grown men. You are grown men. You're not kids, and you're behaving like that. It's honest. It beggars belief. Absolutely beggars belief. And it just shows that some people have got no life if they take football that seriously. It really does. Isaac saying Bolton of 95, 96 at 30. Mac 96. My first trip. Bernard Park drew 1-1, and we both won. Relation to Old First Division is the Nordic supermarket still there? No, mate, that's long gone. The Nordic supermarket. Yeah, they knocked down the Nordic supermarket. They knocked down the stadium. Obviously, the old stadium got knocked down. Now they built a big Asda there, huge, massive Asda. And the only trace of Bolton's Bolton being there is if you go in the supermarket into Asda, on the wall where the tills are, they've got like a big wall behind the tills, and there's a memorial to the club right behind the till. You have to go there someday and see it. It's quite good. It is quite good, in fairness. I'm not a big fan of big companies like Asda and stuff, but I've got to give them respect. At least they took part in preserving the history of the club inside the store. So yeah, the Nordic, that mate, that went years ago. That flipping heck, that's going back that's going back a few years. That mate. Yeah. Right, guys, I'm just going to quickly grab a quick fresh drink before the second half comes. But please do hit that like button if you could, guys. Keep your comments coming. I'll come back to your comments in a moment. Just want to quickly grab a fresh drink before the second half gets underway so I can keep you guys informed what's going on in the game, because unfortunately the radar is not giving us much information today. So I'll do my best in the second half to keep you guys informed what's going on in the game with commentary as best possible. So keep your comments coming, guys. I will come back to your comments when I come back as best I can. But at the moment, I'm just going to quickly grab a drink. So sorry about that, guys. Not time to make a coffee because the second half just about to get underway. So I'll just grab myself an orange juice for now. See me through to full time. Just keep the mouth wet when I'm talking at 100 miles an hour. So teams back on the field, and it's St. Mirren to get us back underway as they quickly play the ball back to the goalkeeper. Now the goalkeeper knocks it down the field as it's knocked out wide to this near side. Hibs trying to challenge for it as it's played forward there. Now St. Mirren with the possession on this near side as they play it forward towards the edge of the box. Hibs trying to challenge for it. St. Mirren now chipping it out wide to the far side. Ball crossed into the box. It's knocked towards goal, and the goalkeeper manages to intercept it at the far post. Willie saying, to be fair, guys, Old Firm fans younger than 40 have only known those two being at the top. Aberdeen, Dundee, United fans moments of success in the past, but nothing sustained or recent. Sustained or recent. Yeah, no, that's very true, mate. No, you make a fair point there, Willie. That's very true. unfortunately, I think some fans just becoming acceptant of certain clubs dominating leagues because it happens in Spain, it happens in the Bundesliga, and obviously in recent years it's been happening in the Premier League with Manchester City dominating the Premier League, and we've seen it going on for quite a few years in Scottish football with Celtic dominating the Scottish Premiership just simply because other clubs haven't got the same finances to match at the moment. Now St. Mirren coming forward on the far side, but yep, good shout, mate. Ball now played towards the edge of the box. It's knocked away. Hibs and St. Mirren trying to win it on that far side. It's knocked forward now by St. Mirren. St. Mirren blasting it towards the goal, but the goalkeeper just manages to intercept it. Wavy Drummer. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. Welcome to Football Fan Den, Wavy Drummer. Hope you're well, mate. And a pleasure to have you with us. Welcome to the Fan Den and the Fan Den community. Hope you're well. Now, Hibs playing out from the back. I'll come to your comment in a moment, mate. Ball played forward on that far side as Hibs managed to intercept it. Now Hibs just playing it back to their centre-backs. Now switch the play out to this near side. St. Mirren coming to press the ball. Hibs play it forward to the halfway line. Again, St. Mirren challenge for it. They managed to win it back here, St. Mirren. Now just cutting back into their own half. It's played back to the edge of the box here as St. Mirren chip the ball forward back up to the halfway line. Hibs challenge for it. Hibs managed to win it back here, and now Hibs play it forward as it's whooped into the middle of the park. Now they play it out wide on the far side, coming forward here. Ball crossed up to the box as the goalkeeper just intercepts it comfortably, and that relieves the pressure momentarily for St. Mirren. Wavy Drummer is saying, I'm a huge Hibs fan, but the split kills the league, and the fact we only have 12 teams. I am proud to be Scottish, but our league is a joke and by two big money teams. Yep, I've got to agree with you there, mate. I mean, I'm no Scottish football expert. I've been learning as I built Fanden. I keep learning more and more, but I have learned a few in the last 2 years about the imbalance, shall we say, the corruption or the imbalance, whichever way you want to look at it, within the Scottish Football Association. People that I believe people on the board that represent Celtic and Rangers. What the hell is that all about? Why should clubs have people on the board of the Scottish Football Association that represent particular clubs? If that's the case, then you should have a representative of every club, not just two clubs. Every club in Scottish football should have a member on that board that represents their club. But as I understand it, there's a big amount of those people on the board that are actually in favour of Celtic, you know what I mean? And some that are in favour of Rangers. So I totally agree with you. And absolutely, mate, rightly so. Scotland is a fantastic country. A country that I love visiting, absolute love. I've been to Scotland a few times. It's a beautiful country. And I'm not saying in every country there's good and bad people, but whenever I've been into Scotland, I've met some fantastic Scottish people, always been welcoming and friendly. And yeah, I love going up there, mate. Absolutely love going up to Scotland. And like I say, you guys, in fairness, with respect, I am an honest guy. And I think Scotland has got more to be proud of your history than England has to be proud of our history, unfortunately, because of the bullshit politicians down in London and what they have done in the world. But we're not going to get into the politics, mate. But all I would say is it's right that you are a proud Scotsman, and rightly so, mate. So ball played forward now for St. Mirren on that far side. It's played. Oh, so they get the shot off there. The goalkeeper manages to make the save. And that relieves the pressure momentarily for Hibs. That was a decent effort from outside the box. Now Hibs playing out. Oh, they've been mugged here. St. Mirren nick it off from right on the edge of the box. Now St. Mirren playing it into the middle. Shot comes in. It's blocked off as the ball deflects away. And now Hibs winning it back on this near side. Boyle with the ball, knocks it forward. Now he plays a nice 1-2 there as he tries to race forward, but he's challenged by St. Mirren. Hibs managing to regain the possession in the middle of the park. Now it's worked out wide to the far side as Hibs charging forward. Ball shot towards goal from a really awkward angle, but the goalkeeper manages to win it back there on the far side. Wavy Drummer is saying we need to be at least an 18-20 team league with 3 up and 3 down. Well, definitely 2 down, Wavy Drummer. I do agree. I mean, the way the relegation thing works for me in Scotland is absolutely bang out of order. I think it's so unfair that a Scottish club can work their way, Scottish Championship club can work their way up into that playoff position and then just have it snatched away from them in playoff final by a club that's played poor all season. You know what I mean? I just think that is so unfair. If you're going to have a playoff, do a playoff for the what would it be, 11th and 10th position, instead of having a playoff against the 11th vs the team that wins the playoffs in the Championship. I think that's really unfair. I really do. But yeah, good shout, Wavy Drummer. Thank you for that, mate. Now the ball on the far side with St. Mirren as they charge forward here. Ball played into the box. As they race into the box, they get the shot off. Oh, it's just wide of this near side post. O'Hara with the effort. And last-ditch defending there by Hibs. Willie saying after Rangers beat Aberdeen on the last day of the season to win the league in 91, there hasn't been a serious title challenge from anyone out with the old firm. Yeah, well, that's a good shout, mate. Like I say, I would love to see the balance, the finances spread more fairly in Scottish football. Corner comes in now for St. Mirren. It's headed away, but thank you for that, Willie. Now Hibs on the attack. Boyle racing forward. Oh, he's challenged there by the St. Mirren last defender. And the ball goes out of play on this near side for a throw-in. 34 years, yep. Thank you for the insight, Willie. Top man. Now the ball worked out wide on the far side as Hibs try and challenge for it. St. Mirren managing to retain it. Oh, the flag's gone up there. It's gone up for the foul, I think, not for the offside. Willie saying, Wavy Drummer, I agree. 20 teams, league play everyone twice. Thank you, Willie. Yep, good shout, guys. Jamie saying, I'm back. Megan back home. I can chill out. All right, welcome back, Jamie. Welcome back, mate. So, free kick on the far side now for Hibs inside their own half of the field. I think we've got a Hibs substitution imminent. Now the ball not long down the field. It's headed back in the direction it came from by St. Mirren. Hibs managing to intercept it on the far side. Now Hibs charging forward. Ball played towards the edge of the box here as Hibs cross it in. St. Mirren challenge for it. Hibs with a shot! Oh, and it's a fantastic save by the goalkeeper as eventually the ball knocked away out to this near side. But now the referee has blown for the foul. What's he blown for here, the ref? This referee is so whistle happy. Oh, he's just marginally offside there. Is it Boyle? I think. I'm not sure. Oh, that is so unlucky there. So, substitution. Guile, I think it is. There was offside. Well, he's going off now anyway. Being subbed off. So it's Boyle, Bowie coming on for Guile. Jamie saying, hello, everyone who's watching or listening to Fandom. Welcome, come in, say hello, and like and subscribe. Everyone is welcome to join us. Thank you, Jamie. Yep, please do hit the like button, guys, if you like us covering your team or this game. That's the best way to let us know if you appreciate our efforts. The better likes we see, the more likes we see for games involving your club, the more chance there is we'll cover more games for your club in the future. Thank you, Jamie. Ball knocked out wide on this near side. It's gone out of play there for throwing to Hibs, midway inside the Hibernian half of the field. Ball back in play. Now it's chipped down the field. So it's a poor ball and it's gone out of play there. I've got to say, guys, this pitch is shocking. Jamie saying, hi, Waverley Dummer. Welcome to Fandan. Thank you, Jamie. Now the free kick throwing on this near side for St. Mirren, midway inside their own half. Ball thrown forward. Now it's knocked into the centre of the park as Hibs managed to intercept it there just on the edge of the centre circle. Now it's knocked down the field as St. Mirren managed to pick it up there. Hibs coming to challenge. St. Mirren just playing it out wide as they knock it forward on the far side, but it's deflected out of play for a throw-in. Isaac is saying, old second division, 98 and 99, we took nearly over ground most of teams. Average attendance for most was between 2,000 to 5,000 when City came. 100%, 45 sellouts in old second division, including playoff final. Yeah, I know, mate. I know that I know, mate. Manchester City have got a true hardcore fan community that's local. Unfortunately, though, mate, you guys being now owned by a rich oil baron means you are starting to attract the glory hunters to your club, unfortunately, mate. But yeah, I know all about Manchester City's rich history of having a real hardcore fan community in Manchester. Well, in and around Manchester, actually, because there is Manchester City fans in Oldham, Rochdale, and Wigan as well. But yep, there is more fans coming from all around the world now. So free kick on the far side. Goalkeeper knocks the ball long down the field. It's knocked back towards the edge of their own box. Hibs challenging for it there, and the referee's given the foul. Willie's saying it's not a fashion show. In what regard do you mean? Willie's saying St. Mirren's shocking pitch is why so many clubs end up with plastic pitches. The money it costs to maintain a good grass pitch with our climate is too much for a lot of clubs. No, that's a fair comment. No, that's a fair comment. I'm not saying it's a fashion statement, but I'm just saying the pitch is shocking. I'm allowed to say that, mate. You know, the pitch is shocking. When you consider that, you know, clubs in League One in England, like Bolton, clubs like Bolton, Wigan, their pitches are in good order. You know, it's not the cost of maintaining the pitch, Isaac. Sorry, Willie. The problem is that clubs like St. Mirren can't afford to have all the pitch infrastructure put in, like undersoil heating. That is the problem. If they had the undersoil heating, like Bolton have the undersoil heating, Wigan have the undersoil heating, they're not playing in the top league in England. They can afford to maintain it. The problem is getting that equipment installed. That is where the cost comes, mate. Having the money to install all that expensive equipment, like undersoil heating, that would make it easier to maintain a grass pitch. But yeah, you make a good shout, mate. You make a good shout. It's not the cost of the maintenance of the pitch, mate. It's the cost of the infrastructure being placed in the ground. Ball knocked away out to this near side. It's gone out of play there for a throw-in. Now the ball with St. Mirren on this near side. He just cut it back there. St. Mirren with the possession on the halfway line. Hibs coming to challenge for it. Now it's chipped forward down the centre. Headed out to the far side. Hibs coming to challenge. St. Mirren just managed to keep it there. Now it's played out to this near side as they work the ball forward here. Coming towards the edge of the box. Hibs come to press the ball. St. Mirren crossing it in. As it's not cleared, St. Mirren picking it up now, and they play it back out wide on this near side, trying to cross it in, but it's blocked off there by Hibs as the ball goes out of play for a throw in. Jamie saying, Isaac, no, City have good fans, but I just don't like the owners, them too much in Oil Club now. Thank you, Jamie. Fair shout, mate. Isaac saying, Wigan Athletic in the second division playoff semi-final. It was 6,000 plus City at Springfield Park. Well, fair enough, Isaac, but yeah, fair point. Jack is with us. Jack saying, all right, guys, mate. How you doing, Jack? Welcome to the show, mate. Pleasure to have you with us. Hope you're well. So ball's gone out of play on this near side for a throw into Hibs, midway inside their own half. Ball thrown long down the field as it's headed back in the direction it came from. And now St. Mirren chipping it forward there. Hibs managed to intercept it on the edge of their own box. Now Hibs playing it out wide on this near side. It's played down the field. So now Hibs coming towards the edge of the box here. St. Mirren just managed to marshal the ball out of play there, and that's going to be a throw in on this near side, deep inside the deep inside the St. Mirren half of the field. Sorry, guys, I just lost my focus for a minute then. Willie is saying, guys, my fashion show comment was in relation to my previous comment about managers' jackets. I think you missed it. Sorry for any offence taken. Totally wasn't intended. Oh, no offence taken, mate. Did I miss your fashion? Well, I read out as many comments as I can. I don't remember seeing a comment about jackets. So my apologies if I missed it, mate. And yeah, no offence taken. My apologies, mate, if I misunderstood your comment. But thank you for explaining, Willie. You are an absolute gentleman, mate. Thank you for that. My apologies if I missed your comment. As you know, I try and read out as many comments as possible. But I don't remember seeing a comment about a jackets. So yeah, my apologies, Willie. No offence taken, mate. And thank you for explaining. Top man. So ball on this near side now. Jamie saying, hi, Jack. How are you, pal? Thank you, Jamie. And Jack saying, good, thanks, Jamie. Good to hear. Jamie saying, good to hear, pal. Thank you, Jamie. And Jack saying, good, thanks, guys, despite yesterday's hot hammering. Win some, lose some, mate. Win some, lose some. But good to hear you well, mate. Now the ball on this near side. It's knocked forward. Hibs just marshalling it out of play there as it goes behind for a goal kick. Jack saying 4-0. Oh, that's a bit of a disappointing result. All the way to Berkshire to lose 4-0. Yeah, that happens occasionally. That kind of result. Disappointing, mate. But go again next time round. Now the ball on this near side as Hibs lose the ball. They've gifted it back to St. Mirren there. St. Mirren now chipping it forward. It's knocked up into the air. Hibs trying to come away with it, but St. Mirren have won it back now in the middle of the park as they knock it forward. And now the referee has blown for a foul. Isaac saying, I want to see City bring all youngsters in first team. No need for sim players. Youth players can fill the first team boots. Yeah, some good players coming through in the Manchester City Academy, to be fair. I went to a youth game, was it last year for Manchester City, I think? So yeah, you guys got some good players coming through. Jamie saying, Jack, that football can't win it all times. Very true. Now, Hibs with the possession, midway inside their own half. They work it out wide on this near side. St. Mirren come to challenge for it, and it's gone out of play on this near side for a throw in. Well, there's a bit of dispute going on here. with the decision. The St. Mirren fans not happy with that from the referee, but it has gone out for a throw-in on this near side for Hibs, midway inside their own half of the field. Now the ball played back to the edge of their own box. St. Mirren coming to press the ball. Hibs play it forward up to the halfway line. It's knocked down the field as now Hibs racing towards the edge of the box. St. Mirren just managed to get back and knock it behind. And that's going to be a corner on this near side for Hibs. So corner now for Hibs. Oh, it's not giving it as a corner. What the hell's that all about? So goal kick for St. Mirren. Ball knocked long down the field. This referee is giving some bizarre decisions. Ball knocked out wide on the far side as St. Mirren chip it forward there. It's just bounced out of play for a throw into Hibs on the far side. Now Hibs throwing it forward. St. Mirren trying to challenge for it. It's chipped back to the halfway line. Now Hibs try and play it forward. Oh, they've lost the ball there. And now St. Mirren charging forward down the centre. Challenged by Hibs. Hibs managing to come away with it. Now they play it out wide on the far side. Hibs knocking it long down the field. St. Mirren managing to keep the ball there. Now it's played in towards the edge of the centre circle as they play it forward down the centre. Knocked up towards the edge of the box here. As St. Mirren cross it in. Headed away by Hibs. Not cleared. As eventually it is knocked up the field. And St. Mirren winning it back on the edge of the centre circle. Now it's played out towards this near side as they come forward here. Hibs coming to press the ball. St. Mirren just managed to keep it on this near side. Now racing towards the edge of the box. It's played in there, knocked away. As now Hibs on the attack, racing out wide on the far side. There's a coming together there. And now the referee's going to give the foul. Jamie saying, come on, Hibs. Thank you, Jamie. Jamie wanting Hibs to win today. And Jamie saying, ref don't know what he's doing. No, he's not had the best game, in fairness, mate. No, I don't think this ref has been the best at all, in fairness. Ref's a bonehead. Mark Fraser, M. Fraser, sorry, been booked there with a yellow card for the challenge. Is it Boyle? I think it might be. Yep, it's Boyle that's been fouled. He's still on the ground here, just receiving treatment off the medical staff, checking on his ankle, I think it is. I think he's got a bit of discomfort there in the ankle. Don't forget, guys, if you like us covering your team or this game, then please do hit that like button. And thank you very much if you have already. Appreciate the support, guys, and appreciate the positivity towards the channel. Just to let you know while we wait for the game to get back underway. Wolves are pulled one back against Liverpool. It's now Liverpool 2, Wolverhampton 1. If you missed it earlier, Hearts lost 3-1 against Rangers, with Rangers scoring Hearts scoring 2 own goals to help Rangers win that one. So we're going to have the free kick on the far side now for Hibs, just inside their own half. Ball knocked long down the field. So James saying his P45 waiting. Yeah, very true, mate. Ball knocked forward on the far side. It's gone out for a throw-in on the far side. Now St. Mirren coming forward. Oh, that's a challenge there. Let's see that again. That's a poor decision again by the referee. The Hibs player making the challenge there. And he's only just come on the field and he's been given the yellow card straight away by the referee. That's really poor. Alas, Manny coming on and getting a yellow card pretty much straight away from the referee. That is poor officiating. So, St. Mirren, I've got a corner on this near side. Ball crossed in as it's gone. That's support. It's gone straight behind and out of play. Nico Christus, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. Welcome to Fandon. Hope you're well. Pleasure to have you with us, Nico. I think we've seen you before. Is that Nico that we normally know? I think you've changed your account logo. I think Nico saying U18's Man United v Tottenham. 1 more hour left. All right, and I didn't see that in the football listings, but thank you, mate. Jamie saying Gaz got good luck liking yesterday on Sheffield United game, mate. Yeah, absolutely. We keep getting great support and appreciation from both the Sheffield clubs, to be fair, when we cover the games, most of them. Problem is, when Sheffield United play their games and it's on TV, on mainstream media, that's when we don't get the same interest. But that's understandable, obviously, with people able to watch it on main TV. But yeah, it was great views yesterday and good support with good likes. I imagine a few of them come from possibly Luton fans as well. But I think the bulk of it came from Sheffield United fans. But there's no way to really tell, to be fair. Ball knocked down the field on the far side. Jamie saying, hi, Nico. How are you, pal? Thank you, Jamie. Loving the positive vibes. Top man. There's another coming together on the far side of the field here. So free kick for Hibs midway inside the St. Mirren half. Nico is saying, worried, mate? With regards to what? Nico, what you worried about, mate? Naff. Ball crossed into the box here. Is this a handball? Let's have a free kick here. It's crossed in deep towards the back post, and as the Hibs player heads it down there, it bounces straight off the St. Mirren player's face, and the referee feeling that it was handball, but I think he's just checking it with VAR. Naf Moo, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the show, and welcome to Football Fandon UK. Pleasure to have you with us, mate. No, still 0-0, still 0-0. And Naf is saying 1-0. No, still 0-0, mate. Nico is saying, have you seen Man United's bench? I want to see Man United's bench, mate. No offence, I'm concentrating here on St. Mirren v Hibs. Why would I see Man United's bench? The referee is coming across here to check the VAR monitor. So, no, mate, I haven't seen Man United's bench because I'm busy watching St. Mirren v Hibernian. Jack is saying, come on, United. You guys, I think, have already got one eye on United covering playing against Tottenham later, aren't you? Which is on mainstream media TV. Jamie's saying, hi, Raf, welcome to Fundern. Thank you, Jamie. Now the ball knocked down the field. It's now with Hibs on the edge of the centre circle. Now Hibs charging forward here, racing towards the edge of the box, brought down there, but Hibs still coming. It's crossed in, deflected behind, and that's going to be a goal kick. Yep, thank you, Jamie. Jamie saying, is that same Nico who comes in sometimes? Or have I got the wrong person? I think it is. Nico saying, yes, I just changed my profile picture to Vinny Jr. Because of his spectacular performance against Manchester City. All right, okay, fair enough, mate. Well, that threw us off a little bit with you changing your account name picture, but pleasure to have you with us, Nico. As always, thank you for letting us know. Yeah, if you guys ever change your profile pictures that you and your regular fan dinner, when you first change it and you come in, just let us know that in your first comment that it is still you, that we know you. Obviously, because sometimes we get that many new accounts coming in. Sometimes that obviously we might think you're somebody else just off your account picture. Ball now with St.Mirren. So they play it forward. It's challenged by Hibs. St.Mirren managing to chip it out towards this near side as it comes towards the edge of the box. Hibs knocking it back up the field. So it's comes down as, come on, ref. Well, Bowie penalised there by the referee for just a little nudge. When did that become against the rules? A shoulder barge. So St. Mirren have won a free kick here, which I think is unfair. If you are just joining us, guys, please do hit the like button, and thank you very much if you have. We are just coming up to 78 minutes gone, still 0-0. Ball crossed into the box here. Game in the balance. Will either of these two teams grab a winner? It's knocked up the field now. St. Mirren trying to, well, it's not back in the direction it came from as Hibs eventually chip it out wide on this near side. St. Mirren managing to come away with it. Now they chip it forward. St. Mirren playing it down this near side, taking the ball towards the edge of the, right into the corner flag there. So now just cut it back here. So thank you for telling us, Nico. Jamie is saying, Nico, cool pal. Thank you, Jamie. Now, Hibs winning it back in the middle of the park as they try and come forward, challenged by St. Mirren. No foul given. St. Mirren now playing it forward. And as a poor challenge comes in there. And now Hibs feeling they're not getting the rub of the green off the referee here. Two fouls, one after the other. The referee's losing control of this game. Well, there are two fouls in succession there. Jamie's saying it's coming soon when player can't kick the ball. Yeah, that's true. Let's hope we don't get that bad. Jesus. Now Hibs to play out from the back. Ball worked out wide on the far side. It's knocked down the field. It's just deflected out of play there for a throw in on the far side to St. Mirren midway inside their own half. Now oh, come on, ref. He stopped the play again here as we got a Hibs player down on the field on that far side. Jack saying, did Blades win yesterday and how did Bolton do? But the Sheffield United got a late winner and with a smash and grab goal in the 10 minutes to go they scored. I think it was about 79 minutes gone they scored. Bolton came out with a win yesterday as well. If I remember rightly, I think it was 3-2. Jamie is saying this ref that have a bad weekend. Well, Yeah, he's not doing the best, but thank you, Jamie. I appreciate you trying to keep the conversation about the game, mate. Thank you. Hibs now with the throwing on the far side. It's thrown down the field, headed out of play on the far side, and that's going to be a throw in. Does amaze me how many English games we cover, and some of you guys don't come in and get involved, and then as soon as we cover a Scottish game, you come in and want to start talking about English football. It's bizarre, absolutely bizarre. And I won't mind. We still cover as many games as we can in Scotland, but we do cover a lot more English football than we do Scottish football because there's more games going on in England. It's bizarre though. Can do English games sometimes and barely any conversation. As soon as I do a Scottish game, English fans come in talking about English football. Strange. There's another foul there by the referee as he's booked the St.Mirren player there. Ayunga. Jamie said, Jack, yep, 1-0 to us with Bolton winning 1-3-2. Thank you, Jamie. And Jack saying that's good. Absolutely. Thank you, Jack. Jack saying I get involved. Yeah, absolutely. I know you do, Jack. I'm not saying you don't get involved. I'm just saying uh, if I do, well, what I'm trying to say is I've noticed we do Premier League, you guys want to talk about Championship. If I do Championship, you guys want to talk about Premier League. I do Scottish football, you want to talk about English football. There's no rhythm to it. It makes it really difficult when we're covering different leagues and different clubs and different games. When you guys want to talk about other stuff away from the game that we're talking about, it makes it harder for me to attract new fans to the channel. I don't mind a bit of conversation about other clubs. I don't mind that. But when it's getting to the point when the chat is dominated by English football and not about Scottish football, that makes it really difficult for me to attract Scottish fans to the channel. That's the only reason I'm pointing it out. I'm not having a go at anybody. I'm always expressing the point that I appreciate you guys getting involved. I'm always open minded if we're covering English games that you guys talk about all different English clubs. That's fair enough. I always be open minded to that. But it is a little bit more difficult when it comes to Scottish football, and we're trying to cover Scottish football to help us attract some Scottish fans. And you guys just want to talk about English football. That makes it a more challenging task to attract Scottish fans. Because Scottish fans might have some interest in English football, but not when their own league's playing, mate. That's the reason I'm making the point. I'm not having to go at anybody individually. I am always very appreciative to the fantastic support that you guys that are regular fan on this show. I'm always grateful for the amazing support you guys show. But like I say, on the one, I'm just simply pointing out because we don't get the opportunity to cover as much Scottish football because there's not games every week through the week for Scottish football like there is with English football. So it means it limits our opportunities to cover Scottish football. So when we do cover Scottish football, we want to make a good effort to try and give us the best chance we can to attract Scottish fans to the Fandom community and the Fandom project. It's difficult to do that when I'm reading out comments all the time about clubs like Manchester City and Bolton. And I love my club, but I'm not here to talk about Bolton. I'm here to talk about Scottish football. The same as when we cover English football, I'm here to talk about English football. So that's the only point I'm making. I don't mind you guys talking about different clubs, different leagues. I have no problem with that. I just wish when we covered Scottish football, you guys would try and help a little bit by trying to make a bit more conversation about Scottish football to make it easier for us to try and attract Scottish football fans to the Fandom project. That's the only point I'm making. But Jack, don't take it the wrong way, mate. I am always grateful for the support from you guys that are regular Fandommers. Ball now on the far side for Hibs. So knocking out of play. It's gone out for a throw-in on the far side. Jack saying, just not when I'm at a game. No, I know that, Jack. Absolutely. As I said, thank you, mate. Thank you for the support. I say it all the time. I am very much grateful, mate. Thank you very much for the support. Jamie's saying, it's mad, isn't it? I can't understand it. It certainly is, Jamie. Thank you, mate. Now the ball played down the field. Like I say, when we cover English leagues, whether it's Premier League, Championship, I am open-minded to you guys talking about other leagues in England. No problem. That's why I always embrace or try and embrace Jack talking about non-league when we cover Premier League. I always try and be understanding that he wants to talk about his own club. It's just, like I say, it's just that imbalance when we do a little bit of Scottish football. We need to focus a bit more on the Scottish aspect when we cover Scottish football. That's all I'm asking, guys, just to be a little bit more understanding. I've missed it there, obviously, with responding to those comments. So my apologies, guys. Hibs have gone down to 10 men. They've had a man sent off. My apologies for missing that. And it was, let me just tell you, he'd only been on the pitch not long. It is Alassana Mane that's gone off with a red card, and that is a really poor decision by the referee because he was barely on the pitch, 10 minutes, something like that, and he's already gone off with a red card. Thank you, Jamie. Jamie's saying, love to see more Scottish people in the chat talk about Scottish football. Absolutely. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you for the understanding. Yep, like I say, we get plenty of times to talk about English football because we cover plenty of English football, don't we? But when we do cover some Scottish football, we want to try and welcome the Scottish fans to the Fandom Project. We want to show that we are a true fan community channel for fans of all clubs right across the UK. It doesn't matter where you live in England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland. We want all fans to feel welcome and part of what we're doing here. So, yep, thank you, Jamie. Ball knocked out of play on the far side. It's gone out for a throw-in to Hibs. Close to the halfway line, just inside their own half of the field. Ball thrown long down the field. As now St. Mirren head it back in the direction it came from. Hibs knock it forward here. Hibs now working it out towards this near side as they come forward. It's played towards the edge of the box. St. Mirren challenge for it there. It's a poor challenge and the referee's given the foul. Wavy Drummer is saying, we are Hibernian F.C. We are... well, we don't hate here, mate. We're not, no time for hate. Hate's a strong word. Dislike the Jam Tarts. I get what you mean. I know there's a big rivalry between Hibs and Hearts. No problem with you disliking, but don't you think it's going a bit too far to hate? What do you not think that's going a bit too far, mate? You know, hate is a strong word. People use the word hate too loosely. So yeah, we're not very. Well, we don't appreciate people coming in hating, mate. Hate strong. You dislike a club, no problem. No problem with that. You're free to dislike whichever club you like. But hate is going a bit too far, mate. It's football, this. This is not war. We're not going head to head with the Russians. This is football. They're part of the same city. I got another foul here. What the hell is going on with all these fouls? Do you think it's the pitch or what? Ball was crossed in, and it's there's players going down in the box there. Jamie saying, Wavy, sorry, pal, we don't say hate on this channel, mate. Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, like I say, we just show that we're mature and wise enough, guys, to know that the word hate is used too loosely in the world today. I don't mean no disrespect, but if you got hate in your heart, there's something wrong in your life. I don't mean that with any disrespect. I'm just saying that honestly. If you have got hate in your heart, there is something going wrong in your life. Dislike a club all you like. There's clubs I don't particularly like Real Madrid. I cannot stand Real Madrid, but I wouldn't go as far as saying I hate them. I wouldn't go that far. They are the most, as far as I'm concerned, they're the club that I cannot stand the most in the world of football. They are everything that are wrong with the world of football. A power-hungry club supported by the royal family in Spain. They've used taxpayers' money out of the Spanish community to fund that club. It's everything that's wrong with football. And then they've got the nerve to say that they're the greatest club in the world. How the hell can you be the greatest club in the world when you use taxpayers' money to keep the club going? Go and look it up. You'll find that in their history that they have used Spanish taxpayers' money to pay their bills. Does Hibs use taxpayers' money? Do they get a handout of the Scottish government? Do uh, do uh, Liverpool, Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday, Middlesbrough, do these clubs, Newcastle, do they get a handout? Well, Newcastle is a different debate because they're getting a handout off an oil baron now, aren't they? So you could argue that they're getting state money from a country. But you get my point. You get my point. That's why I dislike Real Madrid very much, but I don't go as far as hating them. Ball on the far side. It's knocked forward. 5 minutes have been added on here. Now, St. Mirren coming forward on the far side. Thank you, Jamie. Jamie saying all clubs is welcome to join us. Thank you, Jamie. Waverley Drummer is saying, sorry, just one of our chants since the 90s. Sorry, my massive respect to you, Waverley Drummer. Massive respect to you. No problem, mate. No apology needed. Thank you for explaining to us. No, easy. You're new to the channel. It's easy for that misunderstanding. Like I say, we don't mind you disliking a club. You can dislike Hearts all you like, mate. No problem. We love the banter and the rivalries. But like I say, we try to avoid the hate aspect, mate. Top man. Now the ball knocked forward down the field as it goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. Just have the feeling this is going to end 0-0 now. So ball with the goalkeeper, top man Waverley Drummer. Waverley Drummer saying it's light, it's light-hearted. To be honest, no, fair point, mate. No, as I say, I take your board. When, like I say, mate, we don't mean no. Don't take it the wrong way. There's plenty of channels that embrace the hate aspect on YouTube. We're just not one of them. We want to make a different channel. There's loads of channels that embrace the same mentality, the same nonsense of hating and going too far with the rivalries. We're not like that. We're trying to make a different channel here. We're trying to make a channel where all fans of all clubs are welcome to come and get involved. And to do that, we need to keep the hate to a minimum, mate. I hope you understand. Plenty of other YouTube channels that embrace the hate. We're just not one of them because we want to be different. We don't want to follow the crowd. We want to think for ourselves. We want to build a fan channel that every fan is welcome, no matter who they support. Even clubs like Manchester City, where they are the oil baron club, but trying to buy the league, we still welcome their fans. Ball knocked out wide on this near side. It's gone out of play, and that's going to be a throw into St. Mirren. St. Mirren now with a long ball thrown forward. Hibs with the possession on the edge of their own box. They knock it back up the field as St. Mirren intercept it. And now it's knocked out towards this near side as St. Mirren now playing it forward and Hibs come across and blast the ball out of play. Jamie saying, no worries, pal. Thank you, Jamie. Willie's saying, what's Hibs' best with Dundee? Beef with Dundee. I didn't know that Hibs had a beef with Dundee, to be honest. I know that they don't get on very well with Dundee United. But I didn't know they had a beef with Dundee as well. Maybe it's something to do with the town. I don't know. Ball knocked out of play there. And that's going to be another goal kick. And Jamie is saying it may be the pitch or bad. Ref, stop and start. Happy. This referee has let this game become poor with his decisions. Definitely contributed to it being a poor game. So goal kick now for Hibs. It's knocked down the field. St. Mirren head it back in the direction it came from. Now Hibs knocking it out wide on the far side as Hibs picking it up now, trying to come forward. St. Mirren challenge for it. St Mirren managing to come away with it. Now they play it forward on the far side. As Hibs just managed to intercept it. And there goes the full-time whistle, and it has finished. St Mirren 0, Hibernian 0. Disappointing game overall, guys. It wasn't the best of quality. Too much stoppages in it made it really difficult for me to stick to the commentary. To be fair, with the amount of stoppages, I always do my best to do good commentary for you guys. But once you get stoppage after stoppage after stoppage after stoppage, it becomes very difficult to keep the focus on the game. So apologies if I didn't do as good today with the commentary. My apologies, guys. Most of the time I do my best. But like I say, it didn't help with the referee, with the amount of stoppages. It was an absolute disgrace. This referee had a really poor game. Didn't manage to keep control of the game. He made some really poor decisions. I think Hibs will feel half done by getting the red card for the man sent off. I think he deserved the yellow, no question about that. But to get a second yellow after literally, the first yellow he got was a poor one, a really poor one. Poor decision by the ref. The second yellow he deserved, but he didn't deserve the red card. But yeah, I don't need to tell you guys that are Scottish football fans about the standard of refereeing in your own league. You guys all know how poor it is. So yeah, I'll come to the full-time match stats, guys. We'll have a look at the league in a moment. Willie is saying Liverpool got the win after squeaky bum time. Squeaky bum final 15-20 minutes. Thank you, Willie. Jamie saying you always do a great job, guys, pal. Thank you, Jamie. Appreciate your kind words, mate. Yeah, I'm honest. I'm always honest, mate. I did okay in the first half. I think in the second half I lost my momentum a little bit, became a bit distracted with the comments, and obviously it didn't help. That definitely didn't help with this referee. It was so many. I can't remember the last time I did a game with so many stoppages. I've got to be honest. He stopped the game more times than people stop a bus. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. Anyway, let's get to the match stats, guys, because I'm going to wrap it up for the day. Today, not going to be covering the later kickoff. I've got some stuff to cover to do myself this afternoon. So let's have a look at the full-time match stats. I want to get. I don't know if you guys want the. I don't know if you guys. What the hell's going on here with this? Why is it taking so long? This laggy computer. Sorry, guys, just bear with me a second. My computer's just deciding to be a bit laggy there. So yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if you guys want a fun and community chat open for that game this afternoon at the 3:00 kickoff. I could set up a chat stream, I suppose, for you guys, but I'm certainly not going to be commentating on that game because I've got some stuff to do this afternoon. As I need to catch up with some stuff now. The better weather's coming and it's dry today, so I need to get out and do some jobs outside before it goes dark. So here's how the game has gone in numbers, guys. Total shots, 14 for St Mirren, 8 for Hibs. Shots on target, 6 for St Mirren and none for Hibs. Well, that's really poor, isn't it, for Hibs? No shots on goal at all. Well, shots on goal, but none on target. 8 shots, but not one shot on target. Possession, 64% for St Mirren, 39% for Hibs. Passes, 410 for St Mirren, 267 for Hibs. Pass accuracy, 72% for St Mirren, 64% for Hibs. Fouls, 14 against Hibs, 8 for it's 14 against St Mirren, 8 for Hibs. Yellow cards, 4 for St Mirren, 2 for Hibs. Red cards, just the one, obviously, against the Hibs player. And offsides, 5 against St. Mirren, 3 against Hibs. Corners, 4 for St. Mirren, 3 for Hibs. So there you go. Let's have a look what that's done to the league table. As you can see, Hibs remain in 5th position. No movement from either team. 6th position for St. Mirren. Hibs on 26 games played, 8 wins, 10 draws, 8 defeats, 34 points. And St. Mirren on 26 games played, 9 wins, 4 draws, and 13 defeats. So if there's either of those teams that's more likely to get some momentum going, I would say it's going to be Hibs. But they need to turn more of the draws into wins. 34 points, so that means they're 3 points behind Dundee United, with Aberdeen on 38 points, Dundee United on 37 points, Hibs on 34 points, St. Mirren 31 points, level with Kilmarnock and Motherwell also on 31 points. So, yeah, very tight between 3rd and 9th. It's a crazy league. It's an absolute crazy league. So there you go, guys. Let's read out your final comments before we wrap things up. Jamie saying, great live again, Gads, mate. Take care, pal. Bye for now. Be safe at work tomorrow. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you for your kind words, mate. Yep, I will be busy working tomorrow as well, as I'm sure you are. So same to you, mate. Have a safe day at work. Thank you for being with us. Hope you have a good week ahead in this week coming. Don't forget, guys, I will not be on next weekend. I will be on through the week, but next weekend I am taking a break as I'm going catching up with my bro. It's been planned for over a year. So won't be on next weekend. So apologies about that, guys. But I need a bit of a breather from the channel after working almost pretty much every weekend this season. I have worked so far on the channel. So I'm sure you guys can understand that I'm taking a weekend off for a change. So thank you, Jamie. Best wishes to you and Megan. I'm sure I'll hopefully catch up with you in the week, mate. Stay safe and well. Hope you have a good week ahead. And thank you for your company and conversation today. Always a pleasure, mate. Take care. Jamie saying, take care, all, everyone. Bye for now. Be safe. Thank you, Jamie. And Willie is saying, cheers, guys. Enjoy that today. See you again soon on another stream. Thank you, Willie. Been a pleasure having your company and conversation, mate. Thank you for being with us. Look forward to catching up with you again, hopefully, in the games ahead. Always a pleasure, Willie. Hope you have a good week ahead next week, mate. And stay safe and well. Best wishes to you and your family, mate. Take care. Thanks again for your nice comment there, Willie. Top man. Willie saying, cheers, Jamie. Awesome. Top stuff. You guys absolutely class as always, with the positive vibes. And Jamie saying, take care, Willie, mate. Awesome. Thank you, Jamie. So, yep. Time for me to wrap it up, guys. Please do hit the like button before you leave. It does help us out a bit. So thank you, and thank you very much if you have already. I will be back again in the week for a bit more football, but as I say, I won't be with you next weekend as I'm taking a weekend off for a change, which is a rare occurrence these days with putting the hard work in and the long hours into the channel to try and get it where we need it to be in the future. So apologies if I'm going to miss any games that you guys would like me to cover next weekend, but I'll be back before you know it. So hopefully your teams do well in the week ahead. Hope you guys all stay safe and well out there. I look forward to catching up with you guys on future streams. But for now, that's it from me. Stay safe out there, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will catch you again soon. Bye for now.